Hi everyone. Thank you for stopping by the BMS YouTube channel. We are really delighted to have you here again. For all our subscribers, we want to thank you for your continued support and for staying tuned and fixed to the channel. We really appreciate your support. We apologize for not bringing up videos for the past few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, I think 3 or 4 weeks from now. We sincerely apologize. We hope that things will even get much better and you will hear from us more frequently than um, it has done that the past 4 weeks or so. Now we're delighted to share with you this opportunity, which is a call for PhD application in Taiwan. So by the TIGP, that is Taiwan International Graduate Program. So this is the online application for the 2026 academic year, which will start in the fall of 2026. That's September 2026. So quickly, a quick run of TIGP. It is actually a program that is run by the Academia Sinica. Academia Sinica is a top ranked research institution or institute in Taiwan that has different a research center in Taiwan that has different institutes and is actually world class, a globally highly ranked research institution that has produced a lot of researchers that some have even been nominated for Nobel Prize. And I think they've had a winner also. I'm not sure if they had a winner. Yeah. So you can see them from that level. Yeah. Yeah. The details about how far they've done research, you can double check them online. Just Google Academia Sinica and you will see more about them. They've had a lot of discoveries, like some adjuvant drug for COVID-19, and a whole lot of things have been done by researchers from this this research center, and from their different institutes. So they have this international graduate program that they partner with different universities in Taiwan, top ranked universities that are ranked in top 500 by QS, at least QS ranking, or some are even in the first 100 or so in the world. So it's very competitive. So I'll just run through the call for next academic year. And now the application is open and you can start your application and submit between it opened on the 1st of November 2025 this month. So it's gonna remain open until February 2026. It's gonna close on the 1st of February actually at I think 12 a.m. GMT Taiwan zone at Taiwan time. Yeah, thereabout. So your last day for application. Okay, it's actually 23:59 00 GMT. That's 11 p.m. Taiwan time okay, yeah, on the 1st of February 2026 that's gonna close. So please, as I will always advise, um note this application deadline and then make your own deadline that's earlier than this and then start working with it. Okay. So I almost said that I would like to go and just run through this. It's actually an application that BMS has a lot of insider information, but I don't think I'll have time to share all that in this video, so I'll just run through. So there are many PhD opportunities here. They have different programs. So Academia Sinica, like I mentioned, it's uh, jointly the program TIGP is jointly organized by Academia Sinica with top national research universities in Taiwan, and the program is taught entirely in English language. So if you don't understand Chinese, you don't need to worry at all. But the research is advanced. I can't emphasize this enough. It's actually advanced research. So if you don't have a very sound lab experience or exposure, you need to or maybe take an internship to prepare yourself for this. Please pay attention to that. And it can be a little bit tedious as well. You know, PhD generally it's an academically involving study level. So please pay attention to that. And this TIGP actually does like top-notch research. So please, if you are the type that love research a lot, then this is for you. But if you neither here or there for research and you're thinking something else, then please think about it carefully. Okay. Yeah, beside that, I think you enjoy the program. So we actually have an insider uh, part of Borderless Minds and Scholars, who is a TIGP member. So we are speaking from insider perspective as well. So if you are really ready, you can ask us for information or further questions, and we'll be glad to provide them for you if you have those questions and you want to that we've not answered in this video. Okay, so quickly, for you to register, you have to just log in here. I'm sorry, click register, and then you insert your email, and then you start the process. So I will just run through the programs that they've advertised for this coming academic year. So they have added a new program here. This number one here, East Asia and the Making of Modern World. So if I click on it, you'll see the detailed information. It's a PhD program. It's starting in fall semester. That's September entry 2026. And the language of instruction will be English and also Chinese, depending on your proficiency level. If you are the type that understand English, then English will be a language of instruction. And if you understand Chinese, then Chinese will be. But if you understand both languages, it will be better, since it's about the East Asian, maybe a kind of, should I say, culture and social cultural studies, sort of. So it would be nice if you understand basic Chinese. But if you don't, you can also learn here. You can also learn when you start the program, so you don't have an interview. These are the things you need to submit. It's also open for bachelor's holders. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can also apply. If you have a master's degree, you can also apply. So if you are from English-speaking country, you don't need to supply proof of English course, I guess. Okay, so please specify the language you are proficient in. That's either English or Chinese, precisely, and your level of listening, speaking, and all of that. If the scores are available, please attach. If they are not, you don't need to worry. And the mode of assessment will not involve an interview, so please pay attention to that. And then further information are here, and then the contact person is here. So that will be that for this first program. I don't want to spend much time about the first program, because I don't know too much about this one. It's a new program. It's the first time I'm seeing it on TIGP admission call, actually, to be honest. So the next one is chemical biology and molecular biophysics of the TIGP. Yes, like I said, all TIGP programs are highly ranked, and this is also one of it. And this it's completely taught in English. It's a PhD program starting in September, and the English language proficiency is required. But if your last degree, like master's or first degree, was in English, you don't need to worry about the English language scores or exam. You don't need to take it. But if you're from English-speaking country, you don't need to also worry about that. So you have those waivers. Or you're a native speaker, you don't need to worry about that at all. So they have listed the English countries that they consider here. So these are the list here. If you're from any of these countries, you don't need to worry about the English proficiency certificate or document. So these are the application documents that are required here. You have your graduation certificate. You can come in with BSc, and if you have a master's, you can come in also with master's. So note something. For most of these programs by TIGP, you can apply with a BSc degree. So if you apply with a BSc degree, normally you need to run a semester or two and then translate into the full PhD study program, something like that. And then maybe you have an additional 1 year to add to the study for your PhD program, compared to those that have been admitted or will be admitted with masters, something like that. But it depends on the pace. I mean, it's not a straightforward rule, but you spend some time for the BSc conversion to direct a PhD. That's just what I mean. So these are you need your transcript and all of that, and also the grading system, your passports, and If you're already living in their country, in Taiwan, you need the ARC, that's the resident permit certificate to file attached together with your certificate. Oh, sorry, with your application document to apply with your, to attach together with your application documents. And then for the English language proficiency, if you need to submit this, then pay attention to it. You need to include it. And then your recommendation letters, you need at least 3. And then your CV and statement of purpose. And then the abstract of your thesis, it doesn't need to be your entire thesis. They have emphasized that. And you need to adhere to all these instructions. If not, your application might be rejected. You reserve the right to reject any application that does not meet up the standard or follow the requirements or the steps listed. So interview is required for this program and the additional notes and all of that. Okay. So these are some of the links, their social media handles and the secretary that you can contact here and so on. So that's that for the chemical biology, molecular biophysics program. So the next one is molecular and biological agricultural sciences. If you are somebody in plants, for the first one, that chemical biology and molecular biophysics, people who are interested in drug discovery and all of that, they study the CBMB program. This one, yeah, so it cuts across. It's a multidisciplinary kind of program. You can also have some people from chemistry background and general biology and biotech and drug discovery and all of that. Okay, so coming to this molecular and biological agricultural sciences, this includes people from biology science, agriculture, plant science, especially. So we also uh, require an English test, but then it's also waived for English-speaking countries, just like the other one that I mentioned. So these are some of the tests and all of that. So if you need the test, these are some of the tests you can submit. So these are listed English-speaking countries here. So now the documents that require BSc, you can also apply and or with a master's. And there's a lot of information here, your transcript and other things, statement of purpose, then 3 letters of recommendation and all of that. So applicants publish papers will be useful for admission. So if you have a publication, please include it in your documentation and submission. So they will ask you to fill all those information. And then you also have an interview for this um, application for this very program. So this is the contact person. Okay, so quickly, the next one you have molecular and cell biology. So it covers everything molecular biology and the molecular and cell biology together. You have people working on even infectious disease down to um, general molecular biology and then cell biology, so, and all of that. So I'm studying different aspects of biology at the molecular and cellular level. So these are the English tests that are required, basically, just like the other ones. However, yeah, people from English-speaking countries are exempted, and then those that studied their previous degree in English-speaking country and also exempted. So by and large, these are all you. If your former program was taught completely in English, even if it wasn't an English-speaking country, you're also exempted. So I think this is fair enough about the English language requirement. So for the application documents are also listed here. Pay attention to them. You observe that here you need 2 letters of recommendation instead of 3. Okay, so basically, and then you also need an interview will be involved in the selection process or admission process. So you do not need to find a supervisor before applying. For other programs, you might need to find a supervisor. So if you are the type of person who is interested in uh, molecular or cell biology, this program is for you. You can also check the program website to get more information about it. If you click here, you get more. You even find the principal investigators as professors that are working in this area, and then other things to know about the programs and the research type of research that are conducted. So the last day to submit your application and the letters of recommendation by your referees will be on the 25th of January 2026. Please pay attention to those deadlines. They may vary. Last date of submission of document may vary from program to program. Please pay attention to that. Next one is molecular medicine. If you're interested in studying molecular medicine, medicine at the molecular level, so to say, that's research molecular medicine study. So by research. So you will have people from different fields like cancer, others specializing in neuroscience and other areas, and then some in immunology and so on and so forth. So just like the other ones, everything is in of September of 2026, but the application is ending 1st of February. All right. So all the documents need to arrive before this date for this program, and then language approval of language efficiency or proficiency is required but exempted for people from English-speaking country or those that study English-speaking countries or those that studied the previous degree in English or an English-speaking country and all of that. So the GRE is highly recommended, but I think not really required. Then evidence of scholarly achievement and all of that. So you discover that here also you need an interview will be involved, additional notes. So the last day to fill in everything will be on the 1st of February. So it's different from the other one that was 25th of January 2026. So this is contact person. This is the link for you to check further information. All right. So the next program is called Interdisciplinary Neuroscience. So this one's a focus mainly on neuroscience, but very broad. That's interdisciplinary. So from different aspects of neuroscience. So it's also PhD, everything here I'm talking about today's PhD program, and then the language also can be waived for the same reasons that I've mentioned before. If you're from those countries listed here, please pay attention to all the information here carefully and follow them meticulously. All right. So statement of purpose and study plan, this one is required. These are some of the things that are required for this program. And then here again, the letters of recommendation, 2 are needed, not like 3 for some of the other programs. And then an interview is involved. Okay, so you can also click this link to get some additional notes, and then the website for this program, you can check here, you get a lot of information. And then this is the contact person, the secretary of the email, or the secretaries. All right. So the next one, it's Earth system. So this one cuts across disciplines like geography, earth science, soil science, I guess. I think, yeah, of course, definitely. I think I know someone who was working on rock in this program, studying some types of rocks. So here, you need to contact, you need to read this important message. Yes, I think only applicants with an earth science faculty who is willing to supervise them will be considered for admission. Please pay attention to this information. This one is unique, right? The other one said you do not need to contact professors or get a potential supervisor. So please pay attention to this. All right, so let me see if they also have an interview. Yes, they have an interview component for the selection process. And then the last dates to for submission or the deadline will be February 1st. All right, so the program review will be on a rolling basis. So please, this one apply as soon as possible, even before the deadline, so that you will be considered even before then. And if they need any supplementary document, they could let you know. Okay, additional notes, interview with applicants will be carried out by potential advisors before the final admission decision is made. You can see some information here. So you can also check the website here. And this is the contact person or assistant, or secretary or assistant or program assistant. All right, so this and the next one is biodiversity. So anything living organism. So you also have a lot of information here. So you see that a code is given here and a name for those that want to submit tests like 12, IELTS, and the rest. All right. So you can also tell the testing organization to forward to Academia Sinica using this code. Straightforward. Okay. All right, so if you have to submit, but if you are in this category, these countries, or from any of these countries, you are exempted. All right. So then you can also apply, I think both as an undergrad, I mean, or with a bachelor degree holder or a master degree holder. And then there's a lot of information provided here. Okay. So you also an interview component is involved, and some of the universities that are affiliated with are listed, and then it's at the for our website for further information. Then the contact a personal secretary. All right. So the next one is bioinformatics. With bioinformatics, if you are someone who is interested in data, big data, and all of that, and also in handling working in bioinformatics field, you can also apply for this. You can apply for this program. So pretty much the same steps, and then you have uh, some useful links, information here, and conditions for even the validity of letters of recommendation and all of that. And then an interview component is also involved. So all documents have to be submitted. If not, your application will not be considered. This is the contact person. This is our website for further information. Okay, so the next one is social networking and human computing. I guess this are computer science centered on a human um, application. So yeah, pretty much the same conditions here. And some of the key information, please pay attention to them. The notes, if you're interested, please double check. An interview component is also required or involved. And then these are some of the, it is a link for further information. And also this is the contact person with the email. Okay. All right. The next one is artificial intelligence of things. So artificial intelligence have to do with different things. I think the non-human um, aspect of computing, if you ask me, if I will interpret this program, yeah, I mean, if I would try to describe the program rather. So, yeah, pretty much the same information like the other ones. So please pay attention to all this carefully, and there you have an interview component. All right, deadline will be set before February 1st. Okay. So the next one include these joint programs. That's molecular science technology, nanoscience technology, and sustainable chemical science and technology. What I mean by this joint admission is, I think if you apply for one of these programs and you select this molecular science and technology, they could also consider you have also applied. You could tick to be considered for this nanoscience technology and sustainable chemical science and technology program along this program that you have chosen as first. Do you get it? So, I mean, that's basically what they mean by this joint admission. So remember, all these programs are manned by Academia Sinica and the top universities in Taiwan, like National Taiwan University, and then the other universities, uh, including Tsinghua University, Hsinchu, and all of that. So, for example, if you click this, you will look at the requirements and the detailed information here. All right. So they have a primary and secondary evaluation. They said no email will be notification will be sent to applicant. That means you need to just follow the website notifications and the updates from one level of progress to the other until the last step. The interview will be involved in the selection process. So the same thing, yeah. Further, the link for further information, the website, and also the contact person with the email. So the next one here is the same thing also. That's the nano. So if you're interested in nanotechnology, material science, and all of that have to do with some biological application, and drug or anything, environmental control and improvement, or climate change using nanotechnological approach, this might be a good fit for you. So you see that they are joint program here. Like I explained, applicant can only apply science and technology, this is that, and so these are joint programs. So if you apply for three of them, and you'll be considered for three of them indirectly. So you'll be given one at the end of the day if you pass the selection process. And then this is the contact person for this one here. This is the email, that's for the nanoscience and technology. Okay. So the last but not the least is sustainable chemical science and technology. Those from chemistry, you might want to choose this, or any of the nanotechnology. They also have a chemical part of it, even physics background and all of that. Here you need 3 recommendation letters, and you have also an interview and basically the same information you have. Link for further information, and then they say content materials will not be returned to applicants on any circumstance. So please make sure if you have to send any hard copies later at certain stage in the application, please send only your photocopies, not original copies. Okay. So this is the website, this is the assistant, program assistant, and this is the person's secretary, person's email rather. I was saying this is the person's contact email. Okay. So I hope I've run through this. These are about 14 programs. So you should find a program here that suits you and generate contact information for the TIGP office and the email. Okay. So, and then you can just click apply and then they'll ask you for your email or register any of them. Let's try like here. Then they will ask me, yeah, for an email and then a password or register new. If I click here, I guess they will ask me, yeah, and then you continue from there. You create the account and you continue. All right, so I wish everyone good luck with the application. Please, if you have a question, feel free to ask BMS in the comment section and also contact us using our email or WhatsApp line or number. Please, we wish you good luck and remember to know and trust God. Jesus loves you and we wish you all the best in your application. We wish you good luck. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are committed to keep giving you good information, important opportunities. And the scholarship I didn't mention before I close. Maybe I can mention that it comes with a good package. Some of the things that you might want to know. You have a stipends up to 1,000 something US dollars, and when you pass your QE, it can be increased. I think about in the range of 1,500 and all of that. And then you have a dormitory and all of that. So maybe I will do another. BMS may produce another video for further information about this TIGP. So feel free to ask us. We have some level of insider information. So remember to always trust God and wish you good luck. God bless you. Jesus loves you. So bye-bye until we come your way in our next video. Good luck. So bye-bye for now. Thank you. All right. That will be it in this video. See you soon in our next video. Bye-bye.